Hey guys, John here, and in this video I'm going to go over a Shopify app that allows merchants to require phone numbers by country in Shopify checkout. If you ship internationally, then you probably already know that some carriers require a phone number to ship to certain countries. And while Shopify does give you the option to require a phone number at checkout, the option applies to everyone, even customers shipping to countries where a phone number isn't actually needed. ZonePhoneGate is an app that makes it so that the phone number is only required for destination countries that you, the merchant, select. Now, just a quick disclosure, this is our app. We built it to solve this issue for merchants. To illustrate how the app works, I'll use my development store here. I've set the app to require a phone number for the United Arab Emirates. So we'll go through checkout using that country to show the app will work. I'll quickly select an item and go to checkout. I'll fill in the email and select UAE for country. I'll enter the name and address. Now you can see the phone field already prompting the buyer to enter a phone number. And notice how it still says optional in the phone field, even though for this particular country, the phone number is required, not optional. And there is a way to change that label text, and I'll show you really quick. As far as I can tell, this option is available on most stores, but there may be some exceptions. If we go back to the store's admin and click Online Store, then the three dots next to the Edit Theme button on the current theme, then Edit Default Theme Content. Once on this page, click the search button and type in phone, then scroll down a bit to where it says Optional Phone Label. Here you can change the phone label text to say whatever you'd like it to. I could change it to say just phone, or I could say phone required for some destinations, or anything you believe fits better. Make sure you hit save for your changes to take effect. I'll go back to my checkout page and click refresh. And as you can see, the phone label text has changed. I'll change it back to the default value for now. Hit save. I'll refresh the checkout page again. So the phone number is now required, but I'm gonna purposely leave it blank for now and try to cash out. I'll hit pay now. And as you can see, the checkout progress is blocked and the buyer is required to enter a phone number. Once I enter a phone number, and I have a UAE formatted number here. If I now click Pay Now, we see that the checkout goes through and the purchase is completed. So that's how the app works to require a phone number for countries that you select in the app's settings. So let's look at the app's settings right now. After installing the app, you will be brought to this page. From here, click Open Phone Settings. You can also click the Phone Settings button on the app's navigation right here. It'll bring you right to this same page. The app needs Shopify's shipping address phone number setting to be set to optional. This keeps the phone field visible at checkout while the app decides when to make it required. Now you can get to the setting by clicking here on the checkout settings. And you can also get here by clicking on the settings button down here. and then on checkout. This brings you to the same page. I will just close out of this and I'll come back here. Once on this page, scroll down to the shipping address, phone number line, and from the drop-down menu, make sure that optional is selected. Yours will probably initially be on don't include. You want to make sure it's on optional. And when you do that, there's going to be a save button that appears here when you change this to optional. Make sure you click the save button when you change it. On mine, the save button goes away because it was already on optional. Now, it's important to make sure that this setting is on optional, because if it's on don't include, the field to enter a phone number won't be included in the checkout form. And buyers from the selected countries won't be able to complete the checkout at all. Now we can close this now to get back to the app settings page. From here, you can select the countries for which you'd like the phone number to be required. This can be done by adding entire continents or individual countries. For a continent, select the continent from the drop-down menu and click Add Continent. For country, simply start typing the country and then select it from the list as it appears. Then click Add Country. Once you're done with your selections, make sure you come down here and click Save Settings. If you don't, your changes won't register. You can also remove selections either by continent or by country. For continent, select from the drop-down menu and then click Remove Continent. If we look down here now in the Selected Countries section, we see that all South America's countries have been removed. For country, simply click on the X next to the country. I'll leave the United Arab Emirates in there for now because we're going to use that for testing in a little bit. You can also customize the checkout error message by changing the default. We can type whatever we'd like in here. I don't know, custom error message. And always remember to click the Save Settings button after making changes. To the side here, we have the Rule Summary section, which shows the number of countries selected and whether you've saved your last changes or not. The number of countries shown under Phone Requirement should match the country selected up here. If it doesn't, that usually means you added or removed countries but haven't clicked Saved Settings yet. If it shows a status of not created, disabled, not blocking checkout, or unknown, look at the rule summary message to see what needs to be fixed in order for the phone requirement to work properly. And lastly, it shows the last time when the settings were saved. The setup checklist is just here to remind you of the necessary steps to ensure the phone requirement process is ready. So let's try it out again. We'll do two separate checkouts. One with a country that is not part of the list and make sure that no phone number is required. And then another with a country that is part of the selection list, such as the United Arab Emirates, for example, and ensure that for that one a phone number is required. I'll go back to my trusty dev store. Select the product, go to checkout. We'll use Canada as the country where the phone number is not required, and I'll quickly fill in the form here. I'll leave the phone field blank, and then I'll try to check out here. I'll click Pay Now. And as you can see, the checkout goes through as normal. I'll try this again. But this time we'll use the UAE as the country, which is a country on the list. I'll again fill this in really quick. We see that already our custom error message is showing down here and requiring a phone number, but we'll go ahead and try to check out without entering a phone number just to make sure it's working right. I'll click Pay Now. It does not go through. I'll paste in my formatted UAE phone number and now click Pay Now. And we can see that the checkout goes through and the purchase is completed. And that's it. That covers the allow merchants to require phone numbers by country in Shopify checkout. I hope you found the video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.